Hi everyone, welcome to my Scrappy Cathy channel, and today I'm going to do something that's a little off prompt for the load page. The prompt is to scrap about something that you do with the girls, your mother or sisters or girlfriends or whatever. And I've just recently scrapped about the kind of little social club that has grown out of my water aerobics class. And I had a photo that was taken at the gym cafe after that, where we were having an Alice in Wonderland party. And today we had bingo, and I got dressed and ready to go there, and then ended up not going. And I'm a little, shall we say, blue today. And that would have been good to do, but it didn't happen. And so I'm not scrapping about that. I had intended when I was there to get a photo to use on today's page, but I didn't go, so I didn't get the photo. I came across this photo. I didn't know it existed. It was on my son's Instagram or Facebook or something. And it's a picture of my son's truck bringing home the workbench and work table that furnished our, there's kind of a little bonus room, I guess, on the way out our side door. So it's kind of like a mud room, maybe. Could be used that way and has been used that way. But we put this workbench in there and this work table. This work table has since been moved out. Actually, when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's and wasn't doing too much on it, it's in my scrap room, and the workbench is getting ready to go into the garage for Barrett to use. But these were things that he wanted, and this was his Father's Day gift. These were things he wanted so he could put together the cube storage for my craft stuff. He got that so he could make things for me. And it just, I don't know, realizing that and seeing this and realizing that I've just been talking to Barrett about when he can get that out of there so I can actually put more IKEA cabinets in there to store my albums. It I don't know, made me sentimental. So I'm going to do a flowery page that is the day for a scrap lift from 12 Days of Summer Scrap Lifts. It's by Nikki Rowland, and what I see here is there's a blue paper underneath, and then there's a paper that has a printed area up at the top, and it's on a slant. So I have this torn piece of paper, and then I have this paper from Pretty Little Studio, and I was going to use it upside down, but then the little chicken would be upside down and the butterflies would be upside down. So maybe I'll do it this way, and that will still look good there. What I'm gonna do is put this, she's got the pattern paper, I guess the other paper this way, and there may be this checkered border on it, and she's got some fabric stuff there. So I'm just gonna lay this like so and do my photo here and do some embellishments down, kind of like has been done there. So let me just get the stuff trimmed off. And my title I've pulled out from Happy Days by Cocoa Vanilla Studio. This paper, the grid paper, is, I could probably use 500 sheets of this, or, 20. It's from Our Story Matters by Echo Park. And if I could buy this in bulk, I would, because I love grid paper, but this is multicolor, and it goes with absolutely anything. And it's because there's kind of a joke about it being ledger paper. Some of you have probably heard this story, but we're young, not that young. We were 34 when we got married, but our first Christmas, we were kind of trying to get to know what to get the other for our very first Christmas present as husband and wife. And he wanted a ledger book because he was kind of a financial guy. His mind tended towards, I don't want to lose this little guy right here, so I'm gonna put it, let's see, I'm gonna move it up and maybe lose a part of that garland, and that's good enough there. Now let me cut this off. Actually, I might want to do that with scissors, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it this way. Okay, that worked out. All right, and I'm gonna save that little piece of grid because I will use it. Okay, now I'm going to, because I'm not gonna use the little pom-pom balls, I'm gonna roll this up so it gets that texture. That textural look. I'm gonna actually mash that back down because that's where the photo is gonna go. Kind of right there, and I want to leave this butterfly there. So now I'm gonna get I'm hoping that this sticks to the foam enough for me to peel up the backing. It did. And let me just mash it down right there. Okay, now's the fun part. We're just going to embellish. And I probably will, well, I'm definitely going to do the title up there on the grid. I think Nikki did her title kind of down in here, but I really don't want to lose too many of those flowers. So let me just lay this here. I will peel the backing off of these letters off camera, and I'll stick them down. And I'm gonna do this, and I'm actually gonna do a little bit of embellishing right there. And of course I'll line these up better, but for now, this is gonna work. And I have a tiny little word strip that I found when I was going through some Pinkfresh supplies yesterday for a page. And it says one of a kind, and I'm gonna put it up here closest to him in the photo. Okay, now I'm gonna maybe do, just kind of as a nod to Nikki's that would be cute, actually. The fiber balls that she had. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of curl these up and kind of stick them in so that it looks like they're disappearing. That way it won't look like they just aren't long enough. Like it's not long enough. I was actually going to use this up here, but I might do something else there. I like this. Okay. And I have several things that maybe could go up here. I'm going to do this right there, and then this kind of just below it, like so. Or do I want something that is a little bit, maybe a group, and maybe make them shorter? Or we could do just that. I kind of like that. I love all these choices here. And I'll have to find a word strip to put in there. And I bet I can find something Okay, so I'll do that right there. Let's look for a word strip in my cocoa vanilla stuff. Oh, you light up my life. I'm gonna use that, but it's not gonna fit up there. I'm gonna use it somewhere else. So happy is nice. Hey, good looking. What a Ride would also work because it was. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trim this down a little bit so that it fits perfectly inside there. Okay, and the You Light Up My Life, I'm going to have to work in somewhere else, but let me just kind of stick it right there for now. So in the original, there's the photo, and then there's a large element, and then the elements kind of get smaller. So I'm going to look at what I have in this. The stuff from this collection is kind of, I don't know what I want to say. You like precious, it's kind of whimsical and maybe not exactly what, I mean, I'm using the paper, so you'd think I'd be okay with that look. I've got this, which could go there. And then I could do, well, let's do the big orange one and then the smaller pink one that might overlap it. And I'm going to use this, and then I can fit some smaller embellishments inside, and that makes everything just a little more important, if you will. Oh, I didn't know this would tear like that, so yay. I have to count up someday the number of cubes. Back when I was doing a lot of card making and I had fewer scrapbooking supplies, I had designated drawers for certain types of supplies, and it didn't bother me that they were hidden away, because I kind of got to know where everything was. Okay, so that's there. I'm going to put a little bit, this is going to overlap that, and it's going to go, so I need, here it's going to be propped up by that. Anyway, I have since taken a lot of the drawers out because the supplies have kind of moved areas, and I've organized by designer and theme and things like that, and so I've taken a lot of the storage elements out, and those drawers, or those cabinets, those cubes now hold albums because I've made things with those supplies. Okay, let's see what we have here. I kind of like, oh, this has like an adventure ticket. I could maybe put, and of course he used it to build other things for the kids and to fix things that were broken. He was not, you know, like he had basic shop skills. He wasn't he always kind of, oh, look, I'm going to cover up the little chicken anyway. Maybe I could do it like so and leave the chicken there. Now, I've got that heart. Let's see what other kinds of embellishments there are in this collection. And flowers always make people better, happier, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. Amen. I agree with that about flowers. This is a tag that I keep wanting to go back to the original to see what kinds of things there are. So now I'm going to look in other collections. I'm looking now at my Vicky Bouton Where to Next. I have somehow created a situation where my I have a finger that's bleeding, and I keep watching it to make sure it's not bleeding on my page. I'm not trying to do mixed media here. Let's see what else we have. I'm going to put this little smiley sunshine here just because it seems to want to go there. Okay, and there's a peach or an orange or some. There's a Hey, You're Awesome. I'm not seeing. I think I could use this in conjunction with something like this. It doesn't make sense, but I'm of the school that not everything in scrapping has to make sense. I know that bothers some people, but I'm sorry about the light there. I did an ill-advised thing. Not a bad thing, but I thought I would cut some lengths of the foam tape and put them on a surface that I could easily peel them off. And easily peeling them off, you can do within the first couple of minutes, or 10 minutes or so. I'm going to do this, and then I want to find something else. Maybe this is where I'll add that sticker that says, "You light up my life." And I want to put it at the same angle as the frame. And I'll curl the leaf there. So now I want to look at a couple things. In these stickers, Pinkfresh also has lots of phrases and so forth that work well. This is just a similar color that I thought could kind of fit right in there. And there's some cute little frames in here, but I think I've used all the ones I need. I saw a, okay, this is good. It says moments. Life is good. I like that. So much to love. Yeah, that was John. And for some reason, today that's hitting me. Okay, so let's just see. There's a little girl holding chickens and the kite. I'm really liking the kite, and I'm thinking I might like it right there. But I don't know how to, let me see if I can find a kite in here. I'm sure there was one, and I may already have, oh, looky here. And it's got better colors. Okay, so how about that? That I think is going to work, and I'm going to use the thick foam to hold the tail down. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that and a little glue on the kite and tuck it up under. I'll put it on that edge there. Okay, and that keeps it up off the base there. Okay, now let's look at I like this. That's you and me. It's like a ticket to adventure. There's always and forever. I kind of want to, I like this one that says forever in my heart, but it's the style of it. I'm gonna use this little thing that says love this day. And I'm gonna put it right there and curl up the ends. And what else? These are the puffies. I want to, there's grateful for this moment, which is a perfect sentiment. Because that's how I'm feeling today, is how lucky was I and how grateful am I for this guy. And I'm gonna just put this down flat because I think the color will make it stand out. I think I'm gonna add it kind of at a little bit of an angle there, and then this one at a different angle. And that's kind of heading down, and then I may stop here, except I think I really like these flowers, and I'm thinking there's that cute little chicken. I'm thinking that they could go, no, you know, they're so different from these. I'm gonna get my, do my overlapping hearts and then call it done. Ah, you know what? There is this long sticker that says, love this part of our story. The part where he became my scrapbooking partner, not because he sat down and scrapped with me, but because he did everything possible to enable what he knew I loved. And he looked at every page and commented on it, you know, like in person, not like my son does on on Facebook, on social media, but just, I don't know. I miss him. I think you guys have probably figured that out. So where do I put this? So there, or here. It's just too perfect not to use, but I don't think there's room. I could maybe squeeze it up in under there, but it loses I could maybe put some foam on either side of it. I think I'm not gonna try to force it. We do this, and now I'm going to look in here for hearts that I can overlap. There's a pink one, and there's a teal one. And I'm gonna put them over here by Love This Day. And then I'll turn off the camera and stick down the title and take some photographs. There. And then this one is going to kind of overlap that frame so I don't have to put any adhesive or any foam. So there we go. It is done, I think. And I kind of like that. Well, you know what I do want to do is maybe put a flower up there. Nah, don't need it. It's from the same collection and it would be okay. Look, there's another kite. One coming from each direction. Is that silly? Of course it's silly, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. Let me get this in here. I appreciate your bearing with me on this. You're my girlfriends today. You're my whatever, and that has nothing to do with gender. It has to do with the role. And Okay, so I can't hold it up like that, but you've seen where the title will go, and that's what I'll do next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Tomorrow, in fact. So, bye.